Apparently the BlunderDome is open, but not for Magic right now, because everything is not going the way we wanted it today. Nope. Let me just get this ready. Cats, what are you all doing? You're being very unhelpful. Surprise! My cats are never behaving. What do we want to listen to? Anybody have anything I should listen to? There's something I need to listen to that's out there in the world. Let's see here. Bring up my chat over here so I can actually see it without having to look over there. So I'm gonna do some painting. Get some stuff done. Not very exciting, I know. There we go. Stream manager. So, we're painting Warhammer guys. I have a lot of Warhammer guys to paint. I have a full army that has just been hanging out for forever now. So, get some more painting done. Get a little bit done every once in a while. Let's see here. We're doing a lot of a goldish bronze, which is a Balthazar gold, which is usually a color that's on the Adeptus Custodes, but it went well with the color scheme that my army is, so we had started as a Raven Guard army. Now we've become a Dark Angels army. So, oh well. Also, Sisters of Battle and Grey Knights. Okay, so it's a very mishmashed group of Space Marines and things. I like to think that my army is what happened when the Imperium was like, hey, maybe we should stop being such dickholes and we should all work together. The Imperium is not a great place. They're definitely not the good guys. There's no good guys in Warhammer. Everybody's a monster of some sort. So, my army is a purple, black, and white theme. And then we have the Balthazar gold, which makes them look shinier. My army is very knighty, old school. I like Space Marine knights. They just looks really cool with all the different garb and markings and stuff on their armors. I try to do all one color through my whole entire army, and that way at least it's on there. When I first go through, I don't really give a crap what I mean, I try to keep everything within the lines, but if it goes on something, it's okay, because I haven't done the details yet. I'll end up going through all the colors again with a much more steady and careful hand. This is pretty much just to get the colors in there. Hey Quinn, what's going on? Hey Sue. Just doing some painting here. Get some painting done. I was like, yeah, if I'm not gonna be doing what I was gonna be doing, I may as well get some stuff done. Got lots of painting to do, and I didn't do nearly as much as I wanted to last week. So I figured I'd get the rest of the golds on these guys. Get the purples on these Infernus. Got them primed last week, but I was hoping to get them started, but I didn't. These guys have, these Honor Guard have so many little things I gotta paint. I've seen other new ways of painting, but I just keep to the way that I made. Can you make it louder? Probably. I wonder if it's picking up off of this mic instead of this one. Probably, now that I think about it. Now I'm directing it this way. Yeah, okay. Audio capture. Oh, let's see here. Where is my audio capture at? Oh, there it is. Audio input. How is it using that? Let's see here. Let me go change that. Mic aux. Properties. Audio. Microphone. I hate that I have to have my computer way up here. It's a pain. Properties. No, not that. Haha. There we go. Let's see if this helps. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Painting, painting, painting. Decibels. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see here. Hello, hello, hello. That's probably enough, right? Hello, 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 decibels. Changed. Close. Aha. Can you hear me now? There we go. Yeah, I just turned up the decibels on it. It's up here, so it's weird if I'm not actually talking directly into it, which I sometimes am not. I forget that I'm talking sometimes, even though I'm always constantly talking. Excellent. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Man. Didn't want to start anything that I couldn't just drop, just in case I do need to go and get my dad later, so. I think I have more Baltazar gold. I'm hoping I do. I'm getting low. There's a lot of gold to paint on these guys. We painted probably like 20 guys last week. Trying to. Last year, I told myself I was going to finish painting this army, and then I didn't, so I was really disappointed with myself. It's like, okay, let's actually make this happen this year. Oh, you honor guard and your crazy amounts of stuff you got going on. Ramsey, our one kitten, he's got this obsession with this little rainbow kickstick toy, and he just carries it around talking, and it is adorable. He's like so proud of himself, and he brings it over to you and just starts talking about it. It's terrific. Yeah, Ramsey, you're silly. You're the silliest. You're such a cutie. Him and Avison started doing it too now, so she carries it around. And then he'll follow behind, or the other way around. It's so silly. Can I move the camera a little? Which one? Let me move this out of the way. Why is this not closing? Man, the laptop buttons are the worst. This camera? Oh, this one. This. Whoops. I had moved it up so I could see the things, and then I just, never moved it back. This was a very impromptu stream. Normally this is the area where me and Tom play Magic, so I've just moved things around real quick. I was like, hey, okay, let's just move over here. This is usually where I paint as well, so go get those. Hey. Hoping to at least get all of these guys gold on, and then once I get all the gold on, we'll go to silver. It's such a long process, at least for me. Like, I see some people that paint, like, guys in, like, 10 minutes. I'm like, I wish. That'll work. These flags have so much detail on them, these banners. Got most of them just keeping to the same scheme on everything, so. Can't see this big screen? Yeah. It's gonna be too hard to actually make it so you can actually see me, probably. Yeah, well, let me see. I could probably drop this, but this is gonna drop over this. Whoosh. Let's see if this one goes down further. Sorry for the sound effects. Okay, that's as far as I can get down. That's probably closer. Unfortunately, I can probably flip the screen, but it's a pain in the butt to flip the screen. Now you can see all my mistakes. Pay no mind to my mistakes. Probably gonna have to go switch out paintbrushes here. This poor thing has been abused hours and hours and hours now. I really like this Balthazar gold. It comes out really. Like, the normal gold is just too gold. Maybe I'll move this over here. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to see where my hands are on the screen. That was part of the secret. If you couldn't see me painting, then you couldn't see all my mistakes. Yeah, it did white helmets on everybody. There. Dark Angels was my first army back when I first started playing. So they just put out a whole bunch of new models, and I couldn't resist. It's like, okay, I guess my army is becoming a Dark Angel army. That's not too far off from Raven Guard. So much gold. I'm sure I'll forget spots. That's usually what happens. I have the issue that I always jump around. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go over here and paint this instead. Oh man, this paintbrush is done for. Hi Barbie, what are you doing? You're so silly. Yeah, you're a cutie. What am I gonna do with you? What are you doing? Yeah, just come on through. Love you. Bye, Barbie. She's so silly. Okay, we'll try this paintbrush instead. Oops, I keep. Yeah, she just kind of strolls through every once in a while. I'm used to her strolling through. Like, game on, game off. They're all on the move right now. I don't know. It must be the time of day. They're probably looking for Heather. And dropped her off over at her family gathering, which I don't even think they were starting until like 3:30. I don't know. Beats me. I only got partial details because I was like, I'm not part of this, so I don't really care. I'm sure I'm going to have to clean up some details on the flag. Which is fine. I think they're bringing her home. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, probably. It's not like it's a big deal. Not like they're not in town. But who knows? They're kind of jerks. They might not return her. That probably doesn't make me go get her. Even though they have to drive by the house. They've never actually been to our house, which is really weird. Well, not super weird, I guess, because... Yeah, we might be in Buffalo. I already told her that we might have to go get... Or that Dad might be released tonight, so... Wish I would have known beforehand, because I would have still done my stream. I hate doctor release things. Never know when they're going to actually let you out. Never know if they're ever going to show back up again. Yeah, it's always confusing. They don't give you any, like, direct details. They're like, well, maybe we'll let you out today at this point in time. Maybe. Could be. There we go. The one nice thing is because we did a prime in black, so we can use shady, or we don't have to paint all the holes and gaps and everything because we can use them as details. So that is one nice thing. You know, I never actually announced that I went live. I'm a professional. I know what's going on. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Man, I really want pizza. I have this giant bucket of popcorn from the movie theater the other day. I don't know why we brought popcorn home. You saw my giant thing of popcorn. It's still good. I didn't want a refill of popcorn, but Heather wanted a refill, so when we brought it home, I'm like, oh, I guess this is gonna. The cats keep eating it. I don't. I paint so slow. I draw slow. I do everything slow. Yeah, it stays fresh because of all the chemicals, which is not a good thing, but also a good thing, I guess, because I'm not eating it right now. I've just been walking. I walk by the table and I'm like, ooh, popcorn. Ooh, some more popcorn. I don't know if I want to do these in a bright gold on the flag itself. I don't think so. I don't know how long it takes the camera to actually focus on things. They have a lot of gold parts on them. I know a lot of people, they don't glue them all together, and they like do pieces separately. And some people are much fancier painters than I am. I mean, they will look awesome when I'm done. You are pretty picky. I will agree with this. I love I don't know, movie theater popcorn for some reason tastes better than normal popcorn. And it probably is all the chemicals. Which, I guess, it tastes good, whatever. I'm gonna die no matter what I do, eating wise, or I may as well eat things that are tasty to me. Like, I'm gonna eat healthy, and then I'll just die of something else stupid, so. My wonderful negativity. Though I make all my decisions. Negativity. You know what? Oh, we still gotta get to the bottom of this pole. I'm like looking around. I'm like, did I forget a spot? I'm like, yeah, I did. Surprise. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm gonna die of something stupid at some point. Probably be something ridiculous. Which is fine. I keep forgetting that I'm painting and I'm streaming at the same time. That's the. Can we get that without doing too much damage to that? Sorry, Cape. Yeah, we got most of that on there without doing that. Yeah, it's getting there. The white I gotta go back over again. White is always a pain in the butt. I try to avoid whites, but the white helmets on the Death Guard, or the, not Death Guard, Deathwing, just look good. And I don't know if I want to do a gold on this trim or not. Part of me does, part of me doesn't. But I have the gold out, so I may as well. And this is going to get all over the place, which is such a tiny line. And I am not using one of my detail brushes right now. Just fine. We'll just go back over it when we go back over the purples. And clean up everything. sloppy. It works. There we go. Okay. The gold's done on him. Let us do the golds on his friend over here. Then we'll do the purples on these Infernus. That's much easier than these little gold details. And these guys have so much gold on them. Those are the fancy guys. The Honor Guard. I threw the white highlights on the swords because all the power swords are going to be glowing a purple. So I just got the whites in there because the whites will be the first base. And then we'll work around the whites and make it look like it's glowing. But that's a little ways off. A little ways off. I like to have a plan. Like I have one of the giant McFarlane toy Space Marines over there. It's actually just painted in my Space Marine colors, so I know what colors go where. A giant reference piece. That stupid thing. We'll clean that up when we do our silvers. I was complaining about this guy having so many gold pieces, but this guy is not kidding around. He's like, I want all the gold pieces. It does help. I cannot picture things in my head. I don't know if that's normal or not. But I do not have the ability to see things. So being able to see them in real world helps me. I don't know. It's weird. Like I wish I could hold a picture in my head, so like when I'm designing something, it's a pain. There we go. I did not chip all the pieces off very well. I'm sitting here like, oh, that did not get chopped off properly. Oops. My bad. Whatever. It's battle damage. Makes them unique. Oh, we got gold on there. I didn't mean to get on there. That's fine. Now the question is, do I just want to leave those black? We might. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I might change my mind. Guess I'll see how it looks, and then we'll decide. I think we're gonna do the ropes a different color than the gold. Yeah, because that way it's... Did I really forget to cut that off? Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. Guess it makes the sword look unique, having an extra piece sticking out of it, I guess. We'll paint it and nobody will notice, right? He's got really intricate designs on all of his armor. Just do these golds. I have some Custodes guys, but I haven't actually done anything with them. Like all my guys' colors, my Raven Guard, my Dark Angels, even my Grey Knight use the color scheme that I wish. They're still all in Grey Knight silver, but They're also done in with the purples and blacks, so that they are part of my army. My army is a mishmash of different armies that all decided to be friends. They're like, we need to stop all these aliens. We need to work together. Something that would never happen in the real world or Warhammer world. Everybody working together. I figure if humans had aliens to turn against, that would at least give them a reason to turn against everybody. They're like, oh, we'll kill all these aliens first before we start turning against each other again. Need a common enemy. Rambling Amara. Get the shoulder pad done. Yeah, what do I want to do? Yeah, I want to do that too. That's fine. We're listening to some punk rock today. Depending on what kind of music I listen to can kind of depend on my mood for the day. So if I turn on something that's gonna make me feisty, I'll be feisty all day. So some punk rock songs get me going and make me want to be feisty, but most of the time it calms me down. Oh my gosh, there are so many people outside. We've got so many people visiting from places. It's a disaster outside. There's so much dumbness going on. I just drove across town. I'm like, what is happening? Why are you people so dumb? I see so many stupid things. Stupid things. I'm like, why are people doing these things? And nobody goes the speed limit on our road. It's 35 and everybody goes like 25. I'm like, stop it. It's 35 all the way down and there's signs that say it. Stop meandering. Amara has things to do. God damn it. Amara has places to be. I don't have anywhere to be. I'm just so feisty. They are expecting a lot of people tomorrow, which I'm not excited about, because if we have to go out tomorrow to go get Dad, I don't want anybody to take my parking space. I don't want to park far away. Oh, you know what? Let's just paint this whole entire... Do I want to paint this whole shoulder red? I don't know. Luckily, the parking changes so we don't have to keep switching to the other side every day tomorrow or tonight, so I'm excited about that. Sometimes I take my pants off and I don't want to go back outside to change the car to the other side. The things that I complain about. Are we talking about... Oh, we can take either car. I don't care. Your car would probably be easier, because then I don't have to go outside and clean out the back of our car. So, yeah, that works. See, you can talk to me in real time on here and find me. So often I don't actually have my phone on me, and then people write me and stuff, and I feel bad because I don't have my phone with me. So many gold. It looks so good, though. Ugh. I'm gonna have to throw some other colors in that shoulder pad, though, because it's just too gold. his helmet, and we'll do his Aegis at the top there. Oh. Get the sword. I need to actually get my lamp back. I used to have a really nice lamp that I would use for painting, but now I have to use the real light, so like I can't paint at nighttime if the sun is not out. Otherwise I don't actually see the colors. Hey, I am Squirrel. How you doing? Things squirrely today? All of our squirrels are back out. Where I live, we actually have black squirrels. Like, apparently black squirrels don't live everywhere. But we have, like, a congregation of them. They're everywhere in our town. Okay, there we go. How is everybody's afternoon going? It is really nice outside. After I'm done painting, I think I'm going to go take the dog for a walk. It's been so... It's snowed this week, it's rained this week. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It's such a pain in the butt. The other day, what was it? Friday, it was snowing, it was raining, then it would snow, and then it would rain again. I'm like, killing me. I am not too bad today. I'm getting some stuff done that I've wanted to do. Like, I didn't get to do as much painting as I wanted to this week. And I've been trying to slowly get my army done. We're just slopping paint on at this point in time. Not too bad of a day. Normally I do my magic streams on Sunday, but I wasn't sure whether or not I had to go get my dad from the hospital, so I was just trying to do things that I could just drop if I needed to. Like, I can just stop painting if I need to go get him. Whereas in a magic game, I don't want to be like, hey, everybody, I'm leaving. See you later. I absolutely hate when people drop. It messes the game up. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I love Warhammer, and painting is one of my... Usually I don't stream it. I should, just because this is where I stream Magic, so it's not like I'm far away from where I am. Yeah, I love painting. It's one of my calm myself down hobbies. And relax. And I have this army that I want to paint them. I spend so much time just looking at them, and I'm like, oh, I should paint these guys. I like to get all of one color on, so we've been trying to do the golds. We're going to do the actual purples on these guys, because we have some new guys that actually did. I need to quit getting more guys and finish the guys I have. And then worry about getting more guys. Instead, I just keep getting more, and I'm like, okay, I gotta do these guys now and do these parts. There we go. He is almost done, actually. Do we want to do that in gold? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do in gold, and like the honor guard guys, I don't have like a reference for them. I have a normal Space Marine reference, so I know what colors go where, or what colors I want in certain places. They are not actual Emperor's children, they actually are Dark Angels. Actually, they started out as Raven Guard, actually. And then the new Dark Angel stuff came out, and I was like, oh, damn you, Deathwing. Like, the Deathwing, I've gotten most of them painted so far. Like, they're just hanging out behind me. Whenever I finish them, I just move them over to another section, finish all the guys in this section, move everybody back over here. It's like an assembly line, basically. There we go. Ramsey, you're silly. What are you talking about? I hope he's bringing his toy over to me. He's so cute. He's just such... He just carries this toy around and talks all day long. And he's just so proud of it. So he brings it to you and you tell him that how proud you are of him, and he's just like, yeah. Oh, cats. They make me laugh. All my cats have different personalities. Let's see here, let's do this tiny gold part and try not to get too much paint everywhere. There we go. Don't need too much gold on there to make it so it looks like it's shiny. Yeah, I actually have a Chaos army that needs to be painted as well. I have a World Eaters army that has just been hanging out. They're all primed red, and some of them are... I started the golds on them and started doing the other red, like the shades of red on them. Yeah, we actually got everything. Excellent. Okay. So at least 2 Honor Guard guys got all their gold on them. I think we actually finished all the Honor Guard. Okay, so we're going to do the purples on the Infernus guys now. My dad had bought the starter set, and I took all the Space Marines. My Space Marine army is stupid. It's humongous. Like, I can't even keep it all on one shelf. That is too much. So we've been using Nargoth Knight, because that was what my Sisters of Army battle, or my Sarita Adeptus army was in purples and blacks. So we just kept the purple and black scheme going on. So it's basically, like, because it was a Raven Guard army before, it was going to be like an assassination kill team. So they were using purples and blacks so they could attack under the cover of night and be camouflaged. So that's why we started with the purples and the blacks. And now we're just sticking with it. And the purples end up looking really nice with the blacks. Purple is my favorite color, so... Like, I tried to find a unique chapter, or one of their side chapters that use the same colors, but there isn't, so I just made my own. Got a couple kill teams I gotta actually paint too. I really like Warhammer. As one of my problems whenever a new army comes out, I'm like, ooh. Like, you already have armies that you need to paint and take care of. Yeah, so different pieces on my Marines have different purples and blacks, depending on just as their camouflage. So I put them in different places. Sometimes it's stripy, sometimes it's... Then I have another kill team that I actually need to... I'm doing like a city camo on them. I don't know if I'll ever actually get to play Warhammer again. Like, I used to play every freaking weekend. And we would play like apocalypse battles. So, like, we had some ridiculous armies. My orc army was just thousands of models. My orcs were my babies. Like, we had Stompas and trucks and The Green Tide. It's just 100 orcs. We would play objective games, and I would just run my 100 orcs past the objective and just create a wall of orcs. It's like, if you can get through my wall of orcs, and then I'd have a bunch of Ludas behind them just laying down suppressing fire. I did not lose my Warhammer battles. Strategy things are the only thing that makes sense to me in my life. So, like, magic, yeah, magic makes sense to me. There we go. Get the purples in there. These guys are not doing white helmets on. I don't think so. Because that's not what they're a completely different squad. They're not Death Guard, or not Death. I keep saying Death Guard. Death Wing. I do have a Death Guard army. They're all primed. I just haven't got to them either. I need assistant painters. Be like, hey everybody, paint party. Let's paint, guys. There we go, we'll do that. I do not actually know this song. We'll do that. Those are all purple. That's purple. I think we got everything. I don't do too many different purples on them. Just a little bit to highlight and camouflage them a little bit. Ramsey, you are silly, baby. Yeah, you're just silly. Yeah. That's the thing, is I like the painting and I like to just look at them. I like pose them and stuff. Like, I was just gonna make dioramas, because, like, I still have city pieces and stuff from when I used to play. I just don't have the time to play anymore. It's such a long game. That's why I was like, oh, maybe I'll play Kill Team, because that's, like, hour-long games. I was like, I can handle that, or have time for that. So that's why I actually came back and started with Kill Team. And then my Kill Team just kept getting bigger. And the new Adeptus Sororitas came out, and I was like, well, the Sisters of Battle were my babies back in the day. I had a full metal army. So when they came out, I was like, well, I guess I'm back. It's like, at least I'll be painting. And I don't know if I'll get to play again, but... And most of my friends that I did play with, they've all moved away, so I don't even have anybody around here. Our local store started doing, like, oh. Headphones are not built for my ears. Apparently my ear just does not accept headphones in it. Gonna shut off? Is it gonna be feisty with me? It's being feisty. Oh, that was the end of the song. It was literally just one chord left when my phone shut off. My phone was like, you have taken too long. After we get these purples done, we'll do some more gold. We still have a couple of Deathwing guys that need to have their golds done. I'm getting as much done as I can. At least the purples don't take too long to put on. And then after when we do the details and stuff, we'll use other purples and other blacks and grays and stuff to actually throw in some more detail. Here's the thing, is like right now I'm like, it doesn't look super awesome, but it will look super awesome once I get all the colors on. Yeah. Their cod pieces are all purple. They just happen to be there. That's always fun doing the paints on like the flamethrowers and stuff. We'll get to that. I think I'm gonna add like fire effects to the ends. I'm trying to figure out if I can find lights small enough for some of the guys to light them up. And then when we do the dioramas, I figure I've got so many chaos guys and so many space marines, I was like, I can make all sorts of cool battles. Thought about just making like a story and taking pictures. More purples. I think the commander we're actually we'll do some different purples. I think we'll probably do it on his helm. It's always weird when I hear songs I've never heard before. Doesn't happen very often. For some reason, music gets stuck in my head too. Like I can hear a song and be able to recall the whole entire thing, where all the beats and sounds and stops and choruses are. And one of my useless skills. Unless I'm on some kind of song show or trivia thing, then I'm useful. I'm useful when it comes to trivia. Movies, music, that kind of stuff. I remember all those things. Normal things. Hopefully they let my dad out today, because not looking forward to, I don't know, they keep telling us the traffic is going to be horrible, which it's already pretty bad outside. We have like all of our hotels are completely booked and all of our restaurants are bursting, which is great because our tiny town, our tiny city can use that. But I do not care to go outside right now. That's too many people. I only like to deal with my friends on here, on the internet, and magic tournaments, or magic conventions, and cats. We're gonna do some, he's got extra purples on him. Seeing as he's the commander of this squad, or this platoon. Do a little bit of uniqueness to him. Once we get all the whites on, and do the highlights on the purity scrolls and things, We'll do all the writing on the purity scrolls, which is always fun. I know you can use stickers to put on like the symbols and or their not their logos, but their armor and their army stuff, but I like to paint them. Makes me feel like I accomplished something. Plus, stickers scare me. I'm like, am I gonna put this on here and mess up my guy? Probably. Yeah, I wish I could freehand better than it's definitely changed in 10 years. I shake too much now is my problem. So, I have my good days and my bad days. Most of the time, it just ends up, when I go to do the details, I end up having to be a lot more careful and try to go as slowly and carefully as I can. Like this process, I'm just kind of just throwing things on. I'll do purples on here too. I just really like the way that the purples and the blacks came out. Depending, like, Space Marines are bigger, so, like, Space Marines I'm okay with, but, like, when I go over to start doing my Sisters of Battle again, like, I did a little bit of painting on some of them earlier this week, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so much smaller than a Space Marine. I was like, the Space Marines are so much easier to paint. Like, these Sisters of Battle are much tinier. I don't like this. There we go. Most of the purples on him. We'll see whether or not I forgot any of the purples. Probably. I don't know how often I finish and I'm like, oh, I forgot this spot. Luckily, I've painted so many of these Space Marines that I have a good idea of where everything is that I need to paint. Each color. I do have some bikes that I need to paint. Those are going to be a pain because I haven't actually painted any of them, so I don't know exactly where I want the colors. And the Raven Guard. I'm just doing my own colors anyway, but trying to keep to some of the Raven Guard, or not the Raven Guard. Man, why do they have, the names are too similar, some of these. Death Guard, Raven Guard. I keep messing up. I love my Death Guard. My Death Guard were one of my favorite armies. Like, it's really hard to do any kind of customization now on the models because they're just like, there's not as many custom parts. So you have to do a lot of cutting of the plastics and stuff to get different arms and things on there. I used to use green stuff, which was like a modeling clay that would harden. So I used to do a lot of custom work on my Death Guard guys, because Death Guard is just one of those armies that you can just do them however you want. So I was add tentacles and all sorts of bubbly stuff and pus and stuff coming out of their armors, and I had a lot of fun with my Death Guard. My tanks and stuff, I had like tentacles coming out of the doorways and things. My Death Guard I never actually played with though. Yeah, painting is, I have some actual D&D minis that I need to paint. My eyes will do like a flicker thing after a while. Which is usually about the time that I have to stop because like it'll just go, I don't even know how to explain it. It does like this weird like I go blind for a second, and then it just flickers back and forth between sight and not sight. And that happens with like any kind of like drawing or painting that I do. If I do it for a long period of time, that's a pain in the butt. But that's always been an issue. I don't know if it's just from staring at the same thing for such a long period of time. I don't know. I think I've got all the Space Marines. Just old. I understand. Everybody always thinks I'm younger than I actually am, but yeah, I'm old. I'm an old lady. Old lady who enjoys all of her weird hobbies. Oh no! Where's your hand at? What is happening here? Oh no, his arm moved. Oh, because... Okay, let me complain about something real quick. So, like, the new Space Marines are just link on. Like, you don't have to use glue anymore. So I didn't use glue. And then his hand moved, and I'm like, oh god, what is happening? Why is his hand not where it's supposed to be? Because it's supposed to be way up here. It apparently unlatched itself and went down here. So hi Barbie. What's happening? You're just strolling through. Okay. Love you, baby. She's so silly. Like, she could have gone around the whole entire table, nothing else is happening, but had to come through here. She's so silly. You know what, let's not do purples on his helmet. Oh, did I not glue the backpack on either? Ugh. Yeah, these snap-on pieces I'm gluing from now on. I am anti-snap-on. They just don't stay. There were a couple pieces I snapped on, and I was like, this is not going to stay where it's supposed to be. I was like, I don't even mess with my models, and somehow they're still moved. I just stare at them. I don't have telekinesis. Or yeah. I was like, wait a second, is telekinesis the right one? Yes, it is. Most of the time, I end up with paint all over my hands. I usually use like my hand as my my paint. Just make sure I don't leave too much paint. You don't want anything to clump. Don't want any clumping. Especially when I have other layers to do. I do enjoy painting. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. It was a bummer when I sold my armies. I missed them. But I have new armies. Like, what did I have? I had a Dark Eldar army. I had an Orc army. I had a Death Guard army. I had Space Wolves. I had a Grey Knights army. A lot of times when I would play, I would use my Adeptus and my Space Marines together. Because there were a couple different formations and things in like Apocalypse that you could use. We had, like, it was pretty ridiculous. We had 3 6-foot tables on scaffolding, and then that was our board, and the scaffolding was all next to each other, so all 3 tables were attached together, and then we had our cityscapes, which a lot of them my dad made. And so we would have these big giant city slash town battles, I guess. Industrial areas. And unfortunately, a good portion of my that stuff they did not give back to me. So I do not have any of my cities and my buildings. And I don't know where they moved to. They just kind of took my stuff. So that was disappointing. I was hoping they would give it back, and I mentioned it, but yeah. And then I didn't know they were moving or leaving. So, meh. Okay, I think we got all the purples done here. Just do the rest of his helmet and mask. And when we go back, we'll do the whites on these guys. Actually, maybe we'll just do the whites on them now. So I actually do have another guy that needs to have his helmet done. Whites are just not my favorite color to paint, though. There's a lot of times it ends up having to be layers of... Got all the purples done. I gotta go grab the other guys. Go grab those. Do we want to do the white? I did bring the white over here. Fine, we'll do the whites. I'll be right back. Okay. More guys. So these are my knights. They're pretty awesome. And Terminator armor. I just like the look of Warhammer stuff. There's just so much cool stuff. I like the looks and the designs, and it just makes me happy. Okay, we're going to do whites on his helm. And then we'll do the scrolls and stuff on everybody's that we just painted. And then we'll do the golds on these. Death Guard. Oh my god, Death Wing. Be more creative, Space Marines. I need you to have a different name than what you do. Uh-oh, here comes the squish. What is happening, squish? Don't do that, squish. That's not for you. That's not cat water. No, that's not for you. That's not for you, I know. I usually have to protect my water from cats the whole entire time. They do not understand. Oh, they're like, hey, you got this cup of water for us? Cool. And I'm like, nope. Nope, we don't. No, we don't. The white helmets are going to look really cool once they're actually done all the way. Just a matter of getting to that point. Squish, you need to stop, man. You're out of control. Like the eye parts and stuff, we're going to do white anyway, because that'll make when we do the reds over on the corners, it'll make it look like it's glowing. There's a reason behind some of my madness of painting things that shouldn't be painted. probably go over this white again with this. We're using Wraith Bone instead of like a straight up white. So we're going to use the normal white, bright white, to do the details afterwards. So like on the lines of the helm and stuff, we'll do that so it makes it pop a little bit better. There we go. Now he's got a white helm. Woohoo! We're getting there. We're getting there, everybody. These guys look so cool with all their ornate armor and crap. They make me happy. I like the shields and... You know what? Let's do it. I keep forgetting that I'm doing the fingers white as well. It just makes their fingers stick out, which is kind of cool. Oh, like a... That's the one thing is if you're nice and gentle most of the time, like, you can just slowly go over it and make it look like I actually paint well. So it goes over the fingers, but then it leaves the blacks in between, so it looks like it's painted better than it is. Squish. Squish gave up. He was walking around thinking that he could get to the water still. Oh, my cats. You... Okay, I was going to say, do you have nothing to paint? Most of them have purity scrolls on them somewhere. Purity scrolls and... things telling about their great deeds that they have accomplished. We'll go over this and then we'll... Did I completely miss that purple? Yeah, I did. I painted half of that. That's awesome. You're fired. You're fired, me. You are fired. Okay, when we go back over this. Does not surprise me. I don't know how often I forget spots and then I'm like, ooh, my bad. Guess we'll go over this later. Usually pretty good about not missing spots. Maybe that's a lie. The other nice thing, if I stream myself painting, at least it forces me to have to paint. Luckily, these guys don't have a lot of whites on them. We'll do all the whites and then go back over them again, because it never, especially when you're going over black, it doesn't go on very well. But I prefer to prime in black just because then I can skip out some details and stuff. Like it's already there, so I don't have to worry about it. Usually I'll go through with an ink afterwards, after I do like the initial colors, before I do detail. Go through with an ink, have the ink go into the crevices of everything. That way it makes the details pop better, and then you don't actually have to try to paint into any kind of small spaces. And then after we do the details, we'll do the dry brush. Well, actually, we'll probably do the dry brushing before we do details. Later, Squirrel. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. Always like talking. I hope you have a good day. We're gonna get more done. I'm always excited when I get more done, because then I'm like, oh, yay! More colors! We did it. You have a great day. There we go. These guys do not have nearly as many scrolls as the knights do. There's a lot more whites to paint on the knights than there was on these guys. Oops. We were doing so well. Got a white spot on there. These poor skull and crossbones on these things, they just kind of slopped on there. Little spots that we got going on here. It's not too. I think once we get the whites on these guys, all the whites will be on all the Space Marines. I think. Who knows? I might find some more. That seems to be a thing, that I find more Space Marines and more things laying around. Oh, is that a bullet? That is a bullet. I always have to make sure I don't start singing when I'm listening to music on my headphones. Don't want to get in trouble. He doesn't have very many spots either. Okay. Now we'll go over these. I'll just take a second. That way it's not so see-through. Oops. God damn it. That is not a spot that we wanted to paint. We got most of the paint off. It's not like I don't have to repaint it anyway. The non-white, the one nice thing about it is it looks more like paper or a scroll. A lot of music that I have forgotten about. Like, I used to listen to music a lot, but Heather doesn't like sound. So usually if I'm listening to music or whatnot, I have to have my headphones in. And a lot of times I just don't want to get my headphones out. Hi, Everson. What's happening, baby? Everson is on the move. She's so cute. She is cute. Oh my gosh. Stop being so sloppy sometimes. It was very sloppy. Okay. All the whites are on those guys. Got the helms painted on those guys. You know what? I think yeah, we may as well. We have the white out. Let's just do what we need to do. Apparently he is the only one that needs this. More honor guard. When we do details. I gotta give everybody names. This guy's got a lot of golds on him too. And apparently I must have really sloppily put this white paint on him, because it's got a whole bunch of spots that I missed. Like, oh, missed this and this and this. Oh, he had a purple helmet beforehand, that's why. Then I decided to do all my honor guard in white. So, we'll just do it over top. That's fine. Hopefully it doesn't come out too much of a different color. If it does, we'll just fix it anyway. I'm listening to Against Me now. Seen them twice, I do believe. I used to go to a lot of concerts. Now I don't realize who's playing here, or I don't realize it until it's like the day of the concert, and I'm like, oh, I guess we're not going to this concert. The white helmets look really cool. This guy has like a mechanical arm. He's pretty cool. He's seen some stuff. He has seen some stuff. Yeah. After we're done doing the whites, we're going to do like an ink on the whites, which will go into the details of the helmet and stuff, so I'll dilute this white a little bit. I don't know. The white helms look really cool. I don't know. The blacks and the purples look really good. And then, like, with the white, it makes the helms pop. So, okay, you go over there. Let us get the other colors out. I think we got all the whites done, so that's good. Shake this up. Trying to get as much done as I can. Okay, Balthazar Gold. Let's do your thing. We already got these guys gold done, so that's good. I think we're just gonna do these guys. Oh, I did forget. Dang it, he had a ribbon on there. God damn it. Ah! And you already have all your golds done, so you just wanted your helm done, so that's why you came over here. Okay. He needs to actually go over to the other wall. And you've got most of your golds on you? Still whites that I missed? Ugh. So why are you over here? You have your golds already. Like, what is happening here? Where did you come from, sir? That's fine. We'll add some more golds. We'll add some more golds, I guess, then. those guys need to have... Wonder how he didn't... Wonder why I didn't put him over where he's supposed to be. I'm sitting here like, how did you get over here? And why are you over here? Okay, we got most of the golds done on him. I mean, he had most of his golds done anyway. I don't know how he ended up here. Okay, now we got a guy who actually needs a lot of golds. These knights have so many. Hey, what's going on? I'm still waiting around. That's basically... they don't want to let him out too late, but they don't know whether or not they're letting him out yet. So I'm just... Yeah, I started something that I knew I could just stop if I needed to. It's like, I don't want to stop in the middle of a game. So, yeah, I'm just dicking around with my Warhammer guys. I'm trying to... I was like, I may as well get something done that I want to do. And then I was like, yeah, this is in the same... I paint in the same area that I do my Magic Mondays. So I was like, yeah, I'll just come over here and paint and stream while I do it. Hey, what's going on, Alex? I'm painting some Warhammer, guys. Exactly. Taking my mind off of things is definitely a good idea. So I was like, you know what? This is something that I enjoy doing. Like, usually I don't stream painting, which I should, just so it forces me to have to do it. I told myself I would finish this army this year, so we'll see. I told myself that last year. Yeah. I wish your hours were different, Alex. We gotta get a game in this month. I'll have to come over and play on your stream. I'll just stay up a little bit later. Yeah, this is my relaxation. And it's always nice, the more paint I get on them, the better they look. So I spend a lot of time just looking at my Warhammer guys. I'm like, ooh. I'll probably never actually get to play again. Ugh. Does not sound fun. I do not miss having a boss. Hi, what is going on? Uh-oh, we got a guest coming over here. What are you doing? I love the ornate armor on these guys. It just makes me happy. It's like old school knights mixed with like futuristic Gears of War style nonsense. For some reason today, I don't know if it's just a bunch of strangers that are in our city or our town, but everybody keeps... Like, I have a school parking lot next door, and for some reason everybody is just hanging out over there today, like with their kids, strolling, their dogs. I don't know what's going on. Like, most of the time there's never anybody over there, and I'm like, well, I'm glad I have clothes on. Most of the time I don't, and most of the time the parking lot has been empty because the school isn't open anymore, so I don't usually have to worry about anything. Yeah, if we could work one out, that would be awesome. I have time and space to go guest places this month, I think. I think I got the time for those things. Yeah. I know I end up missing or hitting spots that I don't want to hit and stuff on here, but this is the sloppy paint part of my my painting. I don't know why this keeps deciding it should turn off. Stop turning off on me. phone. These knights have so many gold pieces on them. Oh, that's why it restarted. Just turn on emo radio. I was a little emo kid. I'm still a little emo kid. What am I talking about? These guys are so cool looking. They're terrifying looking. At PAX, they had a full-size Space Marine, like in Terminator armor, and it was like 9 feet tall. It was magnificent. I was like, that's so cool. Why would anybody go to battle against these things? Thinking it's a good idea. Seems like a bad idea. I mean, a Terminator Space Marine is like 9 feet tall, so, and I think the normal Space Marine is like 8 feet tall. Let's see what spots I forget to paint on these guys. This gold is not a newer paint, unfortunately, so it keeps clumping, which is pain in the butt. Or it's drying too fast. Let's see if we can get this without doing too much damage to the rest of it. It's okay. Once we do the details, it'll cover up everything that we messed up. Everything. It's not even that we messed it up, it just, yeah. I don't feel like getting out different paint brushes every time that I go to paint something. That's too much work. I think I might order pizza today. I deserve a pizza. Heather's off at her family Thanksgiving, so they're eating, or not Thanksgiving, Easter. So they're eating Easter dinner. They might bring me some. We'll see. But if they don't, I may as well have my own, right? Do we want to do this? Yeah, we'll do this in gold too. We're doing all the weapons and a gray knight metal. So like the mace metal parts and stuff will be silver. And I've already added the white highlights to make it look like it's glowing. So around the white highlights we'll do like a purple, lighter purple. And then that lighter purple will go into a darker purple, and then it'll go into the silver. So it'll make it look like it's glowing afterwards. It's just it's a whole process. A whole thing. Maybe tonight I'll play some Magic. We'll see, depending on. From first to last. Somehow you became Skrillex. At least their lead singer did. At some point, I keep putting off painting the motorcycles. It's gonna be so much work. Vehicles are always so much work. It's got a lot of different golds and things on them. It's so cool looking. It's coming out pretty well, though. I used to just finish one model so I could actually see where I was painting and where I wanted things to be, but I haven't done that this time. Man, I do enjoy my emo music. God damn it. Like, I know all these songs. Wonder why I'm so whiny. Everything should not be so terrible, right? I can't wait to do the glowing on the weapons. Still looking into different ways to make it look like the weapons are like really glowing with tiny lights. I might do that on the Dreadnought and on the other knights, the big giant, what are they, Dread Knights I think they're called? They're the Grey Knights giant machines. Okay, you keep... Sometimes you want to work. Sometimes you don't want to work. Like, most of the time you can just tap the headphone and it'll do things, but I don't know if I turned off my thing. I'm just rambling. I'm so exciting. Do we want to... we gotta do those too. Ugh. So much gold. My Deathwing is not sneaky. The rest of my army is all stealthy and has camouflage, and then my knights and my blade guard and Deathwing are just like, hey guys, we're here, we're gonna kill you. We don't care how shiny we are. You see us? Excellent. We are coming for you. Slop that on there. Better to get the paint on there wrong than to not get it on there at all. Much rather find spots that I have to fix than spots that I didn't paint at all. Like, normally, like, the robes and stuff would be white too, but I like my black robes. And then on some of my other guys, I actually have they have purple robes, depending on what their ranking is in my army. Some point I gotta paint the lion. It's pretty awesome. I have like 2 giant pieces that I need to actually finish that I haven't. I have the Triumph of St. Catherine that I started painting, but that piece I'm actually doing in pieces because it's just so much. It's a lot going on. We got gold on the white. Ugh. That's okay. We'll just fix it later. We'll just fix it later. It's not like it's a big mistake. It's usually tiny mistakes. The shittier my paintbrushes get, the harder it is to keep the colors where I need them to be. There we go. Almost done with the shield. Shield is a pain just because there's 3 different sides to it. Because I'm going to make sure I paint every single side. And I jump around so much that sometimes I forget where I am, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to paint this. These guys are so freaking cool looking. There we go. Okay, another night done. Excellent. Oh, we didn't finish them all the way. I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait a second. Failure. I swear, I know what I'm doing. Since I started Warhammer, there's been so much. People have gotten so much better at painting and all the new techniques, and with new people joining the community and stuff, it has definitely made it so that there's new ways to paint, new ways to do things, just from learning from other people. I forgot about this other shoulder pad. I sat him down and I'm like, something's not right here. Something's not right. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hoping it stays nice outside. It'd be nice to be nice out of the eclipse. I'm not going anywhere for the eclipse because I live right here on the lake, so it doesn't, and I can see in my yard. They're having like giant events over in our park areas and our harbor. And no, thank you. If it was my magic friends and stuff, I would go hang out with them, but normal people? Any kind of gaming people I'll hang out with. Normal people. I hate having normal conversations with people. I can only talk about the weather and your job for so long. So these Deathguard, Deathwing. Some of them I did not do white helmets, but we did white shrouds instead. So we're gonna do the helmets in purple, but the shrouds are all done in whites, so they still have their Deathwing white helms. Normally a Deathwing actually have like completely white armor and stuff too, but I don't want to do the same thing that everybody has. Making my own unique armies is fun to me. My own unique chapters. some point I'll do a actual Deathwing in the colors. But until then, I'll just do my own stuff. I really like this song. We will thumbs up this. Haha. Hey, Uncle Russ, what's happening? Why is my chat not updating over here? God damn it. How is everybody? For some reason, my chat didn't update over here. Dumb. There we go. You don't want me just ramming my purple heads around? Fear us and our giant purple heads. Only some of them have purple heads, Russ. How you doing today? Yeah, you're a good thing that you're not normal. Normal people are boring. Sorry, normal people. All my gaming friends and stuff, we all have things to talk about. And I apologize that I can't listen to people like my friends. I can listen to them talk about stuff, but like when I know it's like somebody I'm only going to be talking to for one time, maybe a year, I'm just like, meh. Like I don't mean not to pay attention. It's just my brain just shuts off. I get yelled at by Heather all the time that I need to be nicer. But it's not even that I do it on purpose. Like, I just... my brain just does not have the ability to listen to things that I don't care about. Like, when my friends are talking about something, I know they care about it. It is something that they care about, so like it's easier for me to listen and remember. But like strangers that I meet at parties and things, I'm just like, I'm never gonna see you again. I don't need this information. I don't care how your day is. I care about my gaming friends. That's about it. I'm terrible. Oh my god, I remember getting so angry to some of these songs that I used to listen to. Do we want to do the heating vents on the backs in gold? Maybe? I don't know. We're doing those in silvers. I absolutely love the freaking chainsaws. Like, everything should have chainsaws. Chainsaws make me happy. I know that's a silly thing, but the sound of a chainsaw. Who are all these people? What is happening? There's kids riding around on bikes. There's never anybody over there. It's so weird. I hate it. You have a flamethrower. The flamethrowers are going to be dry brushed afterwards, so like it's just a lot of paint slopped on right now. Because this is going to be all burnt. Or look like it's burnt. And then we'll do like a little tiny flame and... There we go. Though I guess I should probably do that to all these flamethrowers. Okay, we got more gold done. We're doing stuff. We're getting things done, people. We're just doing like this gold looks very nice for like tarnishing and for burning. So it'll look nice once we do the dry brush on it over with the silvers and things. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I am a professional. We may as well do all the golds on these guys. These guys are getting a lot more paint than I was planning on doing. The Infernus guys, I had just built them this week, so I was like, hey, if they get painted, they get painted. But apparently they're getting more colors than a whole bunch of my guys have just been sitting around for weeks now. Yeah, like a lot of times people do like different whites and stuff on the eagle crests that are on there, but I really like the way that the gold pops on these guys with the blacks and the purples. And the golds and the whites, they all work really nicely, which is great. This guy, I missed the white and I missed the purple on his one side. You sit over there, because I think you need to, I'm gonna fix you. I cannot wait till Space Marine 2. That was one of my... Space Marine 1 was just so much fun, and there's so much cool stuff going on. Getting to be a Space Marine makes me happy. Just trample around, blowing stuff up, and this is one of the reasons why I love the Gears of War games, because they're just so over the top, like violence wise. And then Warhammer has all the story and lore and so much to absorb that I will never run out of things, which is great. That's always one of my problems, is when I'm doing something, like when I don't want to run out of story, so then I like read slower and then don't ever finish because I don't want it to end. Whereas Warhammer is just like, so much to do. Teenagers scared the living shit out of me. They care less and less of somebody'll bleed. Look in your clothes and strike a violent pose. Leave you alone, but not me. Oh, My Chemical Romance. You make me happy. I got to see My Chemical Romance before they became huge at a small venue, and it was magnificent. I never got to see them in a nicer venue. And then I never got to see them in their full band ever again either. Like, every time somebody was on maternity leave, or somebody wasn't touring with them, or... That was such an awesome show. It was right after, it was right before Sweet, or Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. And we have an awesome venue that's like a giant circle. Like, so it's like, it wraps around the stage area, so no matter where you are, you can actually see, and it's layered, so there's like different layers, so you can actually see over top of people. And then it's like a giant circle pit in the middle, which is awesome. I will never go in the circle pit again. The last time I did that, I had just had back surgery. And I was like, I'm never going to get to experience this ever again, so I'm going to jump in this pit. Yeah, that was a dumb idea. Me. I remember not being able to breathe, and my back was on fire. I was on all sorts of medications at the time. My mouth dried out. I couldn't breathe. It was stupid. But it was awesome. I think it was Gallows that was playing. Yeah, we didn't paint that purple either. What is this? I missed all sorts of spots. You're fired. You're fired, me. Okay, you have purples that I need to do too. Shake this up again. So we're playing Assassin's Creed again. I didn't realize I still had Valhalla on my machine, and I love Valhalla. Ugh, my Eivor is so badass. He just runs around beating the shit out of everybody. I was like, I want to be a Viking. That seems like a thing I would enjoy. She's so badass. This thing will just not stay in my ear. Stupid ear, not shaped for these things. You can see our bed is just filled with cats. You can see our bedroom from here. During the winter time, we sleep down here just because we don't have heat upstairs. That's our old stupid house. So we have like a portable wall heater upstairs, but it's just a pain in the ass and unsafe to use. So we moved downstairs during the winter time. Even though our upstairs is a giant mess of awesomeness, comic books and toys and things I need to take care of. Get more golds down. Hi, Thanos. What is happening, baby? Yeah, you're so handsome. Are you coming through? You gonna say hi to everybody? Yeah. Hey, Thanos. This is Avison's brother. Yeah, this is Avison's brother. He's such a good boy. He's such a big kitten. He's so big. What are you doing? Are you gonna come over here? Okay. I love you. Yeah, you're so handsome. What do you know? I know. Everybody thinks that cup of water is for them, but it's not. It's not for you. No, that's why I can't leave the cup by itself. I don't trust you guys. You're sneaky. Oh, awesome. Yeah, the last time I saw them was over in... Yeah, let me move the paint. The paint is under here somewhere. Somewhere underneath this cat there is some paint. Yeah, the last time I saw him was at Warp Tour, and like 3 members were not there, and other people were playing for him, and it was such a big stage, and during like Warp Tours and things, they don't get to play full sets, so it was not as spectacular as some of the times I've seen them, and I do miss our theater, our place that we actually have down here is really nice. The town ballroom. And we've got a couple of new places, but I haven't been to any of them. I don't know. I would like to get some more concerts in this year. Last year, now that we can actually go to concerts again. Actually, the last concert I went to, I think, was Bryan Adams. I know all of his music, apparently. Yeah, Thanos. Yeah? What are you doing? You're silly. Yeah, you're very unhelpful. I love you. I love you, but you are not very helpful. he thinks he's helpful. He's just not very helpful. You will be here at 6 o'clock? Oh, okay. Apparently I am going to pick up my dad at 6 o'clock. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Now I have a time frame. That helps things. I like time frames. Makes my life easier. I know how much time I have. I was actually going to sort magic cards, but I do enjoy painting more. I did find some cards that I was looking for a deck that I need to go actually update. I needed to sit down with my decks and be like, do I want to keep this deck? Is this a deck that makes me happy? Because I make so many decks. And sometimes I'm just like, like they all do different things, but sometimes they just don't bring me joy. That's why a lot of times I play different decks all the time. Like, I can't just play the same deck over and over and over again. Like, I do play a lot of the same decks multiple times, but it's just not me. My brain is just too all over the place. And I'm like, ooh, I want to try this, or I want to do this. Oh, I just finished my dog meat deck and got to play with that yesterday. Like, I want to update the Fallout decks, but I also want to keep together the ones that I have. So if I do get extra ones, I will probably make new decks. But so I did make a new dog meat deck, and I do have a spare copy of Mothman, so I think I might make a Mothman deck. I don't know, everybody loves the Mothman, but Mothman never wins. He causes too many problems, is what the problem I think it is that everybody is like, must kill the Mothman, he's making me mill. And most people don't like milling. Whereas most of those Fallout decks want things being milled. So, like, especially the dog meat deck, the freaking Mothman deck helps the dog meat deck so much. Yeah, we definitely got some gold on that silver part. I'm going to do a dry brush black over top of this gold. These guys all have their golds now. We're getting there. We've gotten a decent amount of colors on things. These Deathwing guys are all together. When I move everybody around to the different areas, I need to make sure that they're all together in the right squads. Okay, these guys are all good. There are some places I need to actually fix on these guys. Oh, did you do the Ancient Frank? Oh, yes. I think I'm going to use my dog meat deck against the... it really is stupid. It uses a lot of the new enchantments and stuff from the dog meat deck, but it's got a lot of older magic enchantments in there too that are just gross together. The things that, yeah, the Fallout deck did not have in it. And there's probably reasons for that. Make it too dang powerful. And there's been so much good enchantment stuff over the last couple of months. We've gotten 3 enchantment commander precons, basically. So we got one in Eldraine, we got one in Commander Masters, and then we got this new dog meat deck. So we ended up with 3 freaking enchantment decks. And they all do stupid stuff. The Eldraine one did some crazy work without any upgrades. probably get another one of those at some point. There's some cards that are worth a lot of money that are in those decks. This is another Blade Guard guy. He has a lot of freaking gold parts on him. The fancy guys all have their crazy armors and with a lot more details on them. I'm sure I'll forget spots. Seems to be a running thing today. Me forgetting to paint things. We're going to do that in gold. Wow, he's got a lot of gold. So I think this trim around his armor, we're going to do in a different gold, though. So we'll do his chest plate in this gold, but I think we're going to do the beads around a different color. Even though we might just do the beads in gold and then do a different gold over top of them. Yeah, okay, we changed our mind. It's getting painted. I don't know how other people paint, if they actually plan things as they're going. My strategy is I just paint shit. I'm excited to see that. Like, there's a whole bunch of Fallout commanders I want to build things around. Every single time I've played, my dog, like, dog meat kills everybody. Like, I'm actually winning with commander damage, which is, like, is what you want to do, but most of the time it doesn't happen. So, but it has been happening, so it's pretty great. Like last night, I killed all 3 opponents with dog meat. I didn't plan on winning. I was like, ooh, we're trying out this deck. We haven't played it. And then I was like, oh, I think I can win. Do we do his mechanical arm all in gold? Yes. Yes, we do. He's got like a T1000 or T800 arm. Pretty freaking cool looking. We'll do it in gold. Maybe you're gonna lose your arm. I may as well have a really cool gold arm, right? So that's good that we are getting my dad from the hospital today. So stinks that it was all day long that he has to stay there. I'll do a little bit of gold on that. The question is, do we want to do his armor shoulder pads all the way around in gold too? I think so. Yeah, we'll think about it. We'll do his backpack icon while we think about it. Someday I'm gonna have this army painted. I need to actually make a Pendragon deck. I've been meaning to. I just keep running out of plastic sheets. That's been why I haven't been making new decks lately, because I keep running out of sleeves, and I had to unsleeve a bunch of decks that I wasn't playing, so that I ended up re-sleeving a bunch of stuff. Pendragon, is it 100 cards or is it 60 cards? Maybe I'll make a Pendragon deck tonight. I've been meaning to. I keep telling Grubble that I'm going to. That gold arm is pretty cool. I wish I had a gold arm. If I ever lose any limbs, I'm getting a really cool arm. Hey, Onion, what's going on? You're just sitting over here painting. That's like, I like new formats. I like trying new things just because it makes me have to play differently. I don't like the same thing over and over and over again. Like, I think that's why I don't do well in tournaments, is that I get bored. I'm like, oh, I have to play the same deck over and over again. Okay. And it gets you used to the deck, but a lot of times I'm just like, just doing the same thing over and over again. Oh, you Honor Guard and your crazy shoulder pads. Almost have all the golds on. I think I have all the golds on all the knights now. So that's good. Once the sun goes down, I won't be able to see anymore. Like, normal lighting is not great for painting at all. Like, the question is, what sword do I use, or what weapon? And why is it Embercleave? I think Embercleave might be my favorite equipment, or legendary equipment. It does the things I like. I did not put an Embercleave in dog meat. I probably should. I don't know if I have another copy. I might. Embercleave is so stupid. Oh yeah, the Reaver Cleaver. That's the other one. I almost took that deck apart the other day so I could take the Reaver Cleaver out of it. The Reaver Cleaver is so silly. That is the best name. Reaver Cleaver. I love magic. It makes me happy. I love all my hobbies. Yeah. Give the dog the cleaver. I definitely need to put the cleaver in there. Unfortunately, before we played last night, I was trying to find Embercleave, and I was trying to find all that glitters. And it's like, I have no idea where these things are. It's like, I know I put them over here. So I ended up just throwing a mountain and a plains in there to hold the spots. I was like, okay, I guess I'll just throw some land in here. Oh, we gotta get those gold bullets right there. The Honor Guard have so much extra stuff on them that it's easy to miss spots. Can't wait to do the details on everything. That is, getting to that spot where you are doing details is ugh. And I'm sure there's other painting methods. I have to do it my way. I've been doing it for this long. At this point, I'm just like, okay, this is how we paint. Get all these colors on here. He looks so badass. Ugh. Now he's upside down. Like the purples and the blacks with the whites and the gold. Ugh, it just looks so good. It's got that cool arm. I gotta find names for all these guys. I like to make a backstory for all my guys, and sometimes like do unique things on them. Okay. Got most of the golds on. Most of the gold. At least in my sloppiness, all these things are gonna be fixed, so it's okay that I'm doing it like that. At least that's what I tell myself. Unfortunately, this gold keeps hardening. It's a pain in the butt. We are gonna bust the purple out again, just so I can get the spots that I missed on these two guys. Can't believe I missed as many spots as I did. I was like, really? I was like, how did we miss this? We'll blame the sun moving positions. How about that? It's all you, sunlight. It's all your fault. Not my shaky hands or my sloppiness. Golds on there. Do we want to do a gold all the way around that shoulder pad? Ugh, yes. Didn't want to. Like, ugh. There are a lot of new equipment. That's the thing, is there's so many cool equipments and things that dog meat wants. I will say that I have found that this deck is very resilient for a Voltron deck. Like, I don't care that dog meat goes into the graveyard, and sometimes I get him killed on purpose, so I can go get strong back or whatever enchantments you might end up losing. But there's a lot of new enchantment cards that you can get enchantments out of graveyards, which is good. As long as I don't get Bajuku bogged or whatnot, I'm good. But even then, I've been able to recover. So we're just throwing so much stuff in the graveyard. I thought about adding rads to dog meat. I have a couple cards that let me have rads, because I want to throw things in my graveyard. Like, that is my happy place. That's my other place I like to draw things from. It's my other deck. Hi, Batty Cat. What's up? That was the one reason why I didn't want to do the shoulder pad. I was like, we're gonna get stuff in the shoulder pad. So I'm like, I'm not changing paintbrushes. I don't have time for such things. Ooh, it's recycling day. Gotta get all my recycling ready to go outside. Old people things. Get excited about taking the trash out. There we go. I would rather have one spot have all of its paint on it and have to fix something than to not have to do both of them. Ah, he's so cool looking. Do I want to do that? No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Just keep it the way it is. Okay, we're going to do the purples on these two guys that we've missed somehow. Left over there. Azrael's over there, but Azrael is gonna take some work. Azrael's got a lot of detail on him. Got a lot of detail on him. Okay, let's actually get this purple on here. Those would really bother me if I forgot spots and then just left it that way. sure I get everywhere. Leave it to me to F up a bunch of stuff. Because the basic gist of my life is me messing stuff up. And my own arch enemy. There we go. Got that one. I think the reason why I forgot is that he has like extra armor padding. So I did the armor on top, but I didn't do the plating underneath. And all my side plating, I've been adding actual, or making those purple. And some of them have the 2, and some of them only have the 1. Oh, Taking Back Sunday. I only got to see you once. And then that was before they broke up for a while. And then had other singers for a while. And then I think the original singer came back. Well, one of the original singers. The other one never left. One of my favorite albums is that album, the first one. What's that called? You got your guns in my head. The song is only wishful thinking. The song is only wishful thinking. There we go. I am a professional. I am not a professional. I am the complete opposite of a professional in anything. There we go. I think we forgot his backpack. Is that the other thing we forgot? We almost forgot it again. I got that. Okay, we got all the purples on. Got your guns in my head. It's only wishful thinking. Song is only wishful thinking. Okay, let's do these ribbons that we forgot. Did anybody else? Did I forget your ribbons? Do your ribbons need to be updated with some more paints? I love that the more paint gets put on them, the better they look. Like, I like seeing other people's armies, but I love it when my army starts to come together. I love that I painted the skull next to the ribbons, but I forgot to paint the ribbons. Or the scrolls. That's the thing, is I want to get these guys done so I can start working on my World Eaters. So I work on them every once in a while, but I'm like, I need to finish these guys first. Do I finish these guys, or do I finish these guys? There we go. It's a little bit sloppy, but it works. It's better than not being there at all. There we go. Let's see how close we can get here without messing this up. Ah, we did it. Okay. Excellent. Let me go grab the other guys that are over there. May as well finish these Deathwing. Ow. There's more of them than I thought. Blessed, I thought there was only 3 of them. There's always more. What's happening? Oh man, 2 of them are knights. Ugh, god damn it. Okay, That's what you get when you let your heart win. Exactly. It was like, I am not a professional. It was like, that's like almost everything that I do streaming wise. I've had to learn myself. Every once in a while, somebody will help me and teach me how to do things, but like most of the time, I'm not good at asking for help, so I just do things. I was really hoping these were just Deathwing guys and I could just do a quick gold paint, but yeah, apparently. Apparently not so much so. Space Marines with shields are just terrifying. And swords. They find honorable combat and close combat over shooting people from far away. Not that they can't, if they need to. I mean, sometimes. I don't know. I love it in a video game where I'm fighting like a boss or something and the boss gets stuck and I'm like, I'm taking advantage of this. Shoot it as many times as you can before it gets stuck off the wall. I had that happen with a Deathclaw the other day on Fallout. It was Deathclaw Prime or whatever, and I'm just like, it's stuck on the wall. Shoot it as many times as I can. We got this. Oh my gosh, this guy has so many gold things on him. But it'll look so cool once it's painted. We finally have a Games Workshop down here now, which is nice. And I think they have their free model this month is a Blade Guard. So I'm going to have to go down there and get a free Blade Guard. I'll take one more Blade Guard for my army, sure. Do I need one more Blade Guard for my army? No. Does my army need anything? No. Will I get more stuff for my army? Probably. When I die, somebody's gonna get a really cool Warhammer army. Just be like, Heather, I need you to auction everything off when I die. Hundreds of magic decks. Warhammer armies, comic books. I don't want the state to have all that stuff. I would rather all my friends have all my cool stuff. These shields take forever to paint. You're getting there. This guy has a lot of stuff going on. And this stupid gold is hardening way too fast. I have to go see whether or not Heather wants to come with me tonight to go get my dad. It's in the fun part of Buffalo, so it's a pain to get to. And for some reason, the map takes us a different way every time. Or the map argues with me when I know where I'm going the right way. Like, stop telling me things, map. I know where I'm going. Why are you telling me other things? There's nothing worse when a map decides it wants to go somewhere else. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I need to... I've been trying to do other things when I don't have magic stuff going on. I would like to... Like, I started writing up D&D adventures and stuff for, like, Ravnica and stuff, but I'm never gonna finish them. Like, I would love to DM again. That was one of my favorite things to do, but, like, it is a lot of work. Making adventures, getting everybody together, making characters, like... I have mad respect for DMs. Like, the amount of work that goes into planning things is insane. Hopefully that did not dilute this as much as it looks like it did. Okay, good. Figured if I threw some more water in there, unharden this a little bit. To tell you the truth, I don't know how old this paint is. Oh god, that was a terrible swipe. My bad. Got too greedy there. I thought I could get that spot without turning the model, and that was not correct. To fix that anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter how sloppy we make it. I really forgot about a lot of this music. I used to listen to so much music. Most of the time, when I start an army, I usually do like my big fancy piece first, but the lion is just hanging out over there. I really want to paint him, but he scares me. So much stuff to paint. Some point I'm gonna eat today. I have a tendency that I forget to eat. Everything is really daunting. Especially starting new things back up. It's one of the reasons why I haven't started selling my comic books and things. It's just so daunting and so just ugh. It's a lot of work, a lot of redundant stuff, and I'm just I'm not good at repeating things, doing boring things. But as I get older, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna be dead soon, and I don't want all this stuff to just go to waste. I'd rather people enjoy the things that I've gotten over my lifetime. That somebody enjoy it out there. He's so cool looking. These guys are so terrifying. Mech. Or Mech Warrior. That's what he. I was talking to Randy about playing Mech Warrior 5. The new clan stuff just came out. I used to play a lot of Mech Warrior. It's been forever though. That's one of my. I love mechs. In the miniature game, I used to play Mech Warrior for years and years and years. I was the regional champion. I used to win every week. Every week. I kind of felt bad. I was the person that nobody wanted to play against. And I would get bored, so I would come to a different armies every time, too, so there was no way to know what I was bringing, so you couldn't plan. Be like, she's gonna bring all this stuff. She's gonna do this to me. I'll fight back this way, but nope, I'll kill you in all sorts of different ways. I just get so bored. I'm like, I'll play with a different army. I'll play with a different army. He's so cool looking. Get the little there. I still haven't decided if we're doing like a tarnished silver metal on the back braces and the hoses. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. Oops. I was like, I'll get this spot that I missed, and then I was like, I just painted a spot that I didn't mean to paint. Excellent. Nice, so cool. These guys are terrifying. Space Marines are so freaking cool. Oh, you already have these golds on. What were you over there for then? Maybe I forgot some golds? I don't know. Apparently he already had his golds painted on. Apparently I just didn't bring him over to the right spot. I guess we can do these purples then. Or not purples, golds. Words are hard and stuff. There we go. Get this side. At least as much painting as I've done in my life, I know most of the time how to push things down and stuff without messing too much stuff up. Except for when the paint gets dry like this, which is a pain in the ass. Ugh. It's okay, those spots will be black anyway. We'll just do them over when we get there. Okay, so why did those guys have their gold done, but this guy didn't? What did I do? Apparently, I just got all messed up. Yeah, I think it might have already come out. Or maybe I saw Clans was supposed to be coming out here soon, and it goes off of a lot of the old MechWarrior stuff that I did with the miniatures back in the day, so I'm pretty excited about it because I used to follow the storyline stuff because there used to be MechWarrior books too. I have some of them, and unfortunately they're like impossible to find, and the ones that do exist are really super expensive. And I am just bad with digital books. Like, I could read them anywhere at any time, and the only time I do is, like, when I'm in an airport. That's the only time I remember that I have digital books. I'm like, oh, I could just read this. Excellent. We'll just do the golds on here, as much as I don't really want to do the golds on there right now. Trying to figure out how like some of these Death Guard guys got their golds painted on them and then ended up over there somewhere. Somehow they disappeared on me. Doesn't surprise me to tell you the truth. I lose things all the time. Oh, often I go into a room and I don't know why I'm in there. I'm just like, Came in here for a reason? Don't know what that reason is. For something. Usually if I have too much paint on my brush, I'll just wipe it on my hand. But a lot of times I'll just slop it in multiple places. That way it's not as thick, and then I can just go other places. I'm so excited that we only have to change our car over to the other side of the road once this week. Woohoo! I mean, even though I have to go out, but I hate going out at like 5 o'clock every day to change the cars to the other side of the road. It's like, I have to put clothes on? This is stupid. Quit making me put clothes on. I don't want to do that. Got your vent piece done. That works. Getting there. I think this is the last Death Guard guy, actually. And then we have this knight, and that's everybody but Azrael over there. Part of me kind of wants to do Azrael, but just to get him out of the way. Or at least get more colors on him. He's so cool. I gotta actually... My computer, I can actually play things again, which is nice. Like, before I couldn't actually play most games. I could do, like, Magic Arena, and then my computer was not happy about it. But now I can actually play games on it. I keep playing Fallout, is what's my problem right now. I got back into playing Fallout 4... finally remember where I was and what I was doing, and now I'm just like, ooh. I will play Fallout for hours and hours and hours. I get lost, I'll start a quest and then get sidetracked by other quests, and yeah, then the rest of my day I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, we started this quest, didn't accomplish it, started like 12 other quests. I can't find dog meat. I don't know where he went to. I left him somewhere because I switched over to Detective Valentine, and now I can't find my dog. He's somewhere. Yeah, it's nice to actually be able to play computer games. That's the only thing I don't like about computers, is that, like, you have to constantly upgrade them if you want to keep up with games most of the time, and graphics cards are just so expensive. Like, I don't know how people keep up with games and stuff, or able to play them. There's nothing worse than when you buy a game on a computer and then you go to play it and you can't play it. I've had that happen my whole entire life. That's, I think, the reason why I get so pissy with computers. I'm just like, I just want to play this game. It's like, sorry, you don't have enough RAM. Sorry, you don't have enough. Your graphic card cannot handle this. I'm like, whereas you're playing like on an Xbox or something, like you can just play. Like, you don't have to worry about it. Like, you know that it will play on your machine. He's so cool looking. I don't know if I'm going to keep the mouthpiece gold or not, but we'll see. I wanted to put more gold on the helmet, but with the whites, but we'll see. I think I got most of the golds on here. I'm like looking around to make sure I didn't forget anything. So I don't get pissy with myself later. I'm like, I forgot to paint this. Okay. Oh my god. So many Terminators. I never had as many, like my old army, like my old Dark Angels, my old Space Marine or Space Wolves, my Grey Knights. I didn't have a lot of Terminators, but now I have so many Terminators. I'm excited about the multiplayer for Space Marine 2. I love my Warhammer games. Whether they're good or not. There's been some really cool ones though. Demon Hunters was really fun. That one I'm still playing. I like my real-time strategy games, like XCOM and stuff like that. They're games I can just shut my brain off and play. I'm like, okay, I can handle this. Just got to remember to turn the models. Sometimes it's just easier to come at different angles so you don't mess up other spots. Sitting here thinking of all the things I should be doing. I know. Helldivers looks really fun. It looks like Starship Troopers. It looks pretty awesome. It's on my list of games, or my wish list at some point. That's the thing, is a lot of times everybody's playing a game when it comes out, and then by the time I get it, I'm like, oh, everybody's quit. My bad. And then with a new Magic set this month, that's always cuts into my video game funding. Oh, phone, you just keep playing. Do what I tell you to do. Oh, did that come out of my ear too far? Sometimes that's the problem. Oh my gosh, it's almost 5 o'clock. Apparently we've been painting for a while. Yeah, I gotta go get my dad at 6. Guess we'll finish painting this guy. Yeah, that's... I really want to just play with everybody. That's just do stupid stuff. That sounds wonderful. Like, it's great playing Magic and getting to talk and hang out, but sometimes video games are fun because you can do all sorts of stupid things. Like, what kind of dumb stuff can I do? I used to play a lot of Destiny multiplayer. I used to play a lot of Halo multiplayer. Halo is one of those games I can just go back to and give me like 5 minutes and I'm throwing grenades like 40 feet across the room onto people. Like, usually once I get back into the swing of a game, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at video games. Toot my own horn. Sometimes I'm pretty good at video games. I mean, after so many years of playing video games, I guess I should be good at playing video games. Have a lot of practice. I started on a Commodore 64. It was the first gaming machine. I remember when my dad brought a Nintendo home. I had no idea what it was. At that point in time, there wasn't like magazines or things like that for video games, so I had no idea what Nintendo was. I just knew that it was a video game machine. I remember playing the first Mario and Duck Hunt on there, just thinking that it was the most amazing thing ever. And I did a lot of PC gaming growing up. Like, it was a lot of PC gaming. Why is this not playing music? Oh, don't play music out loud. I wonder if my headphone died. Yep. Okay. That would be why we're not playing music. Man, I would really like to play with Jam. We were supposed to play together. I'm really mad that the doctor, I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to have to leave or not today during my stream, so I didn't have my stream. I hate canceling on people. But I also didn't want to have to leave mid-game, and because that just really messes a game up. I am anti-conceding. Don't ever concede in a game. Especially on a stream. If you're on somebody's stream, do not concede. It's a good way not to come back. It just stinks when somebody concedes because it messes everything up. Thanks for hanging out, Alex. It's good to talk to you. I miss you. And we'll see if we can get a game into... Well, we'll be playing the Fallout game at least. So at least we got that going on. At least we know we will see each other at some point this month. You take care of yourself. We're going to get this model done. And then we're going to go find some food and then go to Buffalo. Those are my plans for today. Oh no, we got his robes. We got too sloppy. Got too sloppy, everybody. Ugh. When I start getting toward the end of a model, that's when I'm like, oh, yeah, I should probably not be as... I'm like, I'm almost done. And then I'm just like, oh, I'm messing everything up. Woo! Oh my god, we still have so many spots on the shield that we gotta do too. The golds are gonna look really nice once we get the... I mean, they already look pretty nice with the black and the crevices and stuff, but like, we'll do the highlights with a shinier gold along the lines of all the armor and stuff, and it'll break up this tarnished gold, make it pop a little bit better. I kinda know what I'm doing. And there are better ways to do this, I guess. But I guess it all depends on how you like painting. Like, you can paint all sorts of different ways. You don't have to paint the way that other people do. That's the same way with building decks and things. There's no specific way to do it. There's always going to be some other way to do things if you want to learn how to do it yourself or learn different ways to do things. I know what I'm talking about. I'm just making up words. Making up words. Oh, the Filthy Casuals will be going live here soon. That's probably where we'll head over to after this. I think they've got Steel City Steph and Brad over there. I don't think I've played with Jen and Donnie this month. What nonsense. I have a standing invitation that I just made up. Like, we must play at least once a week, or once a month. Whether you want to play with me or not. So many shinies. Anyway, just like barely touch it so it goes all the way around this little tiny part. That way we don't get it in the crevices that we don't want it to be in. Just like barely touch it. Shoulder pads are a pain in the butt though. I mean, if I switched paintbrushes all the time, we would probably find this much easier. But then I'm like, I gotta do the details anyway, so it's not like I'm not having to go back and fix things. So there's that shoulder blade or pad, and we did get it on there. Yuck. This gold sucks. Quit hardening so fast. It's such a pain in the butt. Okay, there we go. I wonder if Heather and her family ever started their Easter. They were doing it so late. Most of the time they're like up each other's butts at like 9 o'clock in the morning. Not this time. I don't think they were starting until like 3:30. Okay, we're gonna finish this. We'll raid over to the Filthy Casuals, so I guess we have a little bit of time. We'll go say hi to them. Go feed the cats, because I'm sure they're probably pissy with me right now. Cats? Pissy? No. No. Wish the VA hospital wasn't in such a weird place. It's over by our college, or UB campus, or one of our UB campuses. But it's not our best UB campus. This is our crimey, rapey campus. It's not great. There's always some kind of issue happening over there. Most of it does not. Yeah. We hear about it locally, but don't hear things other places. Okay, that's enough real nonsense. Horrible. Horrible. Man, quit getting hard, Gold. Start hardening yourself. Do not appreciate it. I really want to do these swords, but I want to get all the rest of the colors on first. I just want to make all these maces and things glow. And we're getting to that point, but we're still got so much to do. Oh, these guys are so cool looking. I keep forgetting that I'm recording. That I keep moving over here so that the guy's closer to my eyes. So much gold. So much shinies. Like, I want these guys to look fancy. These guys do not give a crap. They got their hand-to-hand combat weapons with giant shields. March yourself across battle, even though they can teleport too with their homing beacons. Most of the Deathwing just kind of teleports down and annihilates everything. I should not be so gleeful about it, but it makes me happy. Warhammer just makes me happy. Oh my god, we got a lot of gold in those blacks. Yeah, that's okay. It's not something we can't fix. It sucks when it is something I can't fix, and then I'm like, what did I do? Luckily that hasn't happened in a long time. Back when I first started painting, oh my gosh, there would be times that I would F something up, and I'm like, what did I do? And it would be like paint caked all over the place, and I just walk away for a week or two. Like, I'm done with this. F this project up. But yeah, I've gotten pretty good over the years. Got a lot of painting time in my repertoire. Okay, I think this shoulder pad is the only thing that's left. I think we're almost there. I think we've got the golds on everything. Those are red. Those are silver. I think we just gotta do the etching on the side here. That. Oh man, we might actually have finished all the Deathwing gold, silver, and whites and purples. Yay! Or not silver. We didn't do silver. We did the blacks. Blacks, the silvers, and the whites, and the purples. God damn it, not the silvers! What is your problem? What is your malfunction? That's what happens when you smoke. You forget what you're talking about. Look at this guy. He is so cool looking. I think we got most of that. Oh, we did forget the top part of that. So many little sections. There we go. There we go. Haha. Yeah, find out whether or not I need to take my dad all the way home or not. There are things I need to find out. Aha! We did it, everybody! We did it! We got all the golds on! Woo! Yay! Bloop, bloop. Aha! There we go. Okay. Got all those on. I guess we'll go and see if they're not there. Oh no! I didn't realize I got raided by the Brazen Coalition. Thank you very much for the raid 50 minutes ago. Now I feel like a fucking jerk. I'm sorry, guys. God damn it. I hate that I pay attention to my phone, but my phone doesn't always update with all my notifications and things. That's why I usually have it up over here too, just so I can check it, but I didn't. Brazen Coalition, I will give you a shout out, you wonderful folk. You wonderful, wonderful folk. Okay, we are going to Mr. Bevers. Man, I could have been getting points over at the Bevers. Okay. Yeah, this didn't update at all. What is going on over here? That is dumb. This stream manager is dumb. Oh no, nobody's on. Are they not? Have they not gone live yet? Is my thing just being stupid? We'll check and see. It's a very good chance that it's probably just being stupid. I don't know anybody that's on, so I guess we'll go visit Mr. Bevers. Mr. Bevers! Oh, apparently we're just going to Mr. Bevers instead of visiting Mr. Bevers. Okay, let us go raid Mr. Bevers, and then I'm going to go put all these models away, because that is the thing I need to do. Scrooge McDuck! Scrooge McDuck! Okay, let's raid over to Bevers. Thank you everybody who was hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got lots of painting done, so that's pretty cool. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. You all take care of yourselves. I will be back tomorrow with some magic. Maybe I'll be back tonight with some magic. Not on my channel, but maybe I'll find somebody that is looking for somebody to play when I get back home. Okay. So I can de-stress myself. You all take care of yourselves now. Thanks for hanging out. Boop.